Today is Pageant Day, the 3rd of June 2012. There is an aura of expectation at Tower Pier as the spectators wait to board the spectator boats. The typical British weather is no deterrent for those determined to enjoy the day, even if it is from underneath an umbrella. The on-board entertainment warms up as the guests take their seats. The pageant begins with the Royal Jubilee bells on their floating belfry. The 8 bells were cast at the Whitechapel Foundry and are rung by the Ancient Society College of Youths. You can probably make out John Barrowman in his red coat encouraging them on. Next up is Gloriana, the Queen's row barge, with the 18 rowers being led by Sir Steve Redgrave and Sir Matthew Pinsent. Gloriana leads the man-powered flotilla, with entries from societies and clubs from all around the UK, and also many entries from the Commonwealth nations. At this point in the pageant, the vessels are approximately halfway down the course, so the rowers passing in front of us have been rowing for some 45 minutes. Quite some feat in the prevailing conditions, but no doubt buoyed on by the cheering and enthusiastic spectators and the other competitors. The range of man-powered craft is quite amazing. Here are a number of 6-oared shallops or ceremonial barges. Trefusis and a number of other vessels like her are all watermen's cutters. These were used by the watermen of London in the 1700s and are still used today by members of the Thames Traditional Rowing Association. Mabel the Cutter is seen here being rowed by the Langston Cutters Rowing Club. Just coming into view now are the dragon boats from the Henley Dragon Boat Club. The Italian gondola Setamari is seen here being rowed by its Italian crew, all smartly turned out in blue. The Academy of Ancient Music is playing Handel from the top deck of the Edwardian. The orchestra is conducted by Richard Egger. Sea Scout groups from all over the United Kingdom provide a course-wide fleet of small boats as the advance guard for the Royal Barge. The Royal Barge, with the Queen, the Duke of Edinburgh and close royal family members aboard, is at the centre of the pageant. The Duke and Duchess of Cambridge are clearly enjoying the event, waving to us as they pass the enthusiastic crowds lining the embankments. The Launch Hammondgore is the boat that carried Sir Winston Churchill along the Thames during his state funeral in 1965. Today she's carrying members of the royal family, including the Princesses Beatrice and Eugenie, and seen here vigorously waving their flags. The Newnham is a Victorian steam yacht, with invited guests of the royal party aboard. The RNLI are showing off their new Tamar-class lifeboat, crewed by members of the Eastbourne Lifeboat Station. On board are the Duke of Kent and Princess Alexandra. The paddle steamer Elizabethan has the Middleton family aboard today. The William B, a passenger boat built in 1982 and run by the Swan Pier Company, is carrying representatives of the Great 12 livery companies of London. The RNLI pay the Millennium Dawn a visit. The band of Her Majesty's Royal Marines, Plymouth, are aboard Valula and are being led by the Director of Music, Lieutenant Colonel Grace. They head the parade of the Dunkirk Little Ships. Motor Torpedo Boat 102 crossed the Channel 7 times to rescue soldiers from Dunkirk. Churchill and Eisenhower also reviewed the D-Day landing fleet in her. Wayfarer, built in 1928 by the Salter brothers of Oxford, is another of the Dunkirk little ships. Maida is a 33-foot motor yacht built in 1936. It was also used as MS Polotska in the cult TV series The Prisoner. Aboard the City of Alpha are the 70 musicians of the Sri Muktajaveen Pipe Band. They herald the pageant's historic vessels, playing When the Saints Go Marching In. The Army are represented here with an Army workboat accompanied with a combat support boat. The jolly boat from the Royal Yacht Britannia, one of the motor-launched Medusa's war rolls, was to mark the approach channels to Omaha Beach on D-Day, and she remained in the Royal Navy until 1968. The Minden is a fully restored ex-German river fireboat. The Carriot steam launch was built in East Cowes in 1898. It represents the Lord Lieutenant of the Isle of Wight. The Massey Shore fireboat, built in 1935, served the London Fire Brigade for many years and also took part in the World War II Operation Dynamo to rescue soldiers from the beaches at Dunkirk. She ferried 500 men to the warships and brought over 100 men back to England. The party continues on board the City Cruises Millennium Dawn before casting off to take its allotted place in the pleasure craft section of the pageant.
I'm sorry.
Despite the rain coming down, the band plays on, and hungry spectators tuck in to their royal pageant feast. Approaching Tower Bridge, it opens to its highest extent in recognition of this royal occasion. Once through the bridge, the royal party, now moored alongside at HMS President, salute the boats of the flotilla as they pass her.